That's a big gun. That's a big gun. Okay. I had to put him down like old Yeller. It is not penetrating and damaging my crew, so. Okay, I spoke a little too soon. It's now merged with my tank. Oh my gosh, dude, this turret is vibrating so much. I can't get it out of like my tank. Get out of me. It wasn't my own stupidity. It was definitely a friend of mine that told me that. Hello there, I'm Chicken Farmer. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be about the M36 GMC. The tech tree I originally started grinding when I first started playing War Thunder was the American tech tree. And this was a very, very good memory of mine when I first got my hands on this thing. I may not have that many games in this vehicle, but I do have some really, really good memories of when I first played it. I was reminded of this thing's existence from Archerite Gaming. Please forgive me if I butchered your name, but I had completely forgotten about this tank until I saw this comment. So of course I broke this thing out again, and to my surprise, this thing actually has the same exact gun as the Pershing and a few other tanks as well, but this gun has recently really been growing on me as I've been playing a lot of 6.3 and 6.7 American as of late. And that's one of the big things that I love about the Pershing and the T2065 is that the gun is just fun. It may not have the best pen for those battle ratings, but it's honestly a blast to play with. I love their guns, but this thing has it too, and it's at 5.3, and boy, it is just as good as what you can imagine. This gun is so good at 5.3, it's incredible. You have zero problems with pen almost at all, and you're one-shotting most targets. This thing is an absolute blast. Now, when it comes to armor on this thing, it has roughly around 70 to 80 millimeters on the front hull, which really isn't enough to block a lot of shots, although if you angle it, especially while coming around a corner, it can get up to well over 100 millimeters worth of armor. Now, that's not spread across the entire thing, but that's over a good bit of it. If you're fighting someone with a lower pen gun, there's a very, very good chance that they will just bounce right off of your hull if you're angling it around a corner or just angling it in general. This thing was definitely not designed to receive hits, but it was designed to dish out hits. This thing's gun, like I said a minute ago, is an absolute beast. Its best shell has up to 173 millimeters of pen, and at 5.3, that is really, really good. There are not many vehicles you're going to have a tough time with this ammunition. I will say its stock ammo is usable, although it truly is miserable to use the stock ammo. If used correctly, it can definitely work. It has plenty of pen. Its post-effects damage is really where it lacks. It being solid shot, what do you expect, really? It also has APCR, although I've found it's best to not really run any APCR, as the standard ammunition will work against pretty much anything you will possibly run against. I have yet to find something that I needed an APCR shell for, and also I carry 21 shells as it gets rid of most of the ammo racks, not all of them, which I'll get to the ammo racks in a minute, but 21 shells is about the perfect amount for me personally. When it comes to mobility, this thing is surprisingly mobile, as it has a really decent top speed of 42 kilometers an hour. It also has a relatively decent turret rotation speed as well, along with 10 degrees of gun depression, so you can really sit on hills and you can snapshot sometimes. Now, when it comes to survivability, this thing is not really that great. It's got some sizable ammo racks throughout the entire thing, especially in the back of the turret, which is where a lot of skilled players are going to aim on this thing, which you cannot get rid of that rear turret ammo rack. That is something you just cannot get rid of. Also, with the 21 shell loadout, you have one ammo rack in the crew compartment, which does suck a little bit, but honestly, in this vehicle, if you take a penetration, expect to die, although you'll have rare situations where you somehow survive a penetrating shot. There's also a decent little bit of distance between the turret crew and the driver's compartment that sometimes, if someone has no filler in their shell, they might have a hard time taking you out in one shot, so there's that to look out for. but generally speaking, this thing is not really that survivable, sadly. Not that you really need to be survivable in this thing if you're playing this thing correctly. This thing is clearly meant to be a sniper. Now, am I saying it's only locked to being a sniper? Not really. You can support some people in city fighting sometimes, although it's not really recommended. My brain is a little bit smooth, so sometimes I'll want to go into city fighting for some reason. But generally speaking, you don't really want to, as the only place you really have armor is on the front hull. Your turret and your sides are quite weak, so take that into consideration when going into knife fighting / city engagements. I think that's all the important stuff to talk about on this thing. I think it's time to get in some gameplay. But first, please take a second and go down and press like on this video. It really helps me out a lot. YouTube has been giving me a hard time lately, and that would only help me out if you could do that for me. Also, if you're not, please consider subscribing, as I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Mostly tank review videos, and sometimes I'll mix in other video forms as well, but I make all War Thunder content. So if you enjoy War Thunder, and if you are interested, please consider subscribing. Alright, time to get in some gameplay. Something I forgot to mention, I don't really have everything unlocked for this vehicle. I normally like to do videos on tanks that I have pretty much everything unlocked on, although this vehicle I don't. I actually don't even have the, I believe, 4th tier unlocked in the modifications, so I don't have the better I don't have the better engine, and I don't have the better transmission. That is something to note. I will be a little bit more sluggish than it can possibly be, but just keep in mind that it can be much faster than what I have. Oh, there's someone else right there. Will he be expecting this? I don't believe so. Oh, I didn't even see that guy. I'm not even gonna lie. Was not paying any attention. That is entirely my bad. Oh, my brain just isn't turned on right now. And I hear someone right above me. Unless that was my own engine, but I doubt that. It was not my own engine. I honestly didn't know where exactly I was aiming there. I just kind of pointed and clicked. That's somewhat scary. Is that the premium version? Oh no, that's a Yag Panther. For a second, I thought that was like one of those premium Yag Panzer 70s. Okay, where exactly was that from? I don't even have a clue. Oh, I do have a clue. Wait for the reload, and then I'm gonna... There we go. I thought it was that Panther that was shooting me, to be completely honest. That's why when he died, I stopped looking for an enemy. This is definitely a tank that, man, that is a sad sight to see. Look at this. Like, look at this, dude. That is a sad sight to see. But no, I feel like this tank is, honestly, kind of the perfect up-tier tank. Like, this tank is almost designed to get up-tiered, because it's literally got a gun that's on, like, 6.7 tanks. Like, take the T-26E5, for example. I love this gun at 6.7. And imagine that in an up tier. That's 7.7. This gun that can see down to 4.3 can see up to 7.7 on a different vehicle. It is crazy to imagine that this gun is on this tank. Well, there's one R3. Am I bumping into a vehicle now? I'm trying to tell, like, I thought... Okay. Okay. I don't know where the guy that just shot me is. Is he, like, to the left, I think? I think he's to the left. Yeah. Look at that. We're holding up a little bit. I mean, I think you did pen a little bit right there, but... He is hitting a terrible spot, although it is not penetrating and damaging my crew, so... Okay, I spoke a little too soon. I don't think that I'm gonna survive this, sadly, because I was like a couple seconds off of being fully repaired. Oh, I should have been ADS'd. If I had been aimed down sights, I would have been able to easily kill that guy. Man, okay. So, pro tip, don't start talking about how shells aren't hurting you when someone is actively shooting you. Yeah, that is just a little tip I just learned. A friend of mine just told me that. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't me. It wasn't my own stupidity. It was definitely a friend of mine that told me that pro tip. Obviously, this thing being an open top, it is prone to being strafed by planes, prone to dying to artillery with ease, and overpressure. Oh my gosh, I thought he was part of the bunker. I saw that shell flying in at such low velocity, man. That thing was so slow. It was like some dude threw a football at me. Oh, the spiciest football. What the hell am I running over? Oh, a turret. It's now merged with my tank. Cool. Okay, I'm taking a PT turret with me. Dude, this turret, man. Oh my gosh, dude, this turret is vibrating so much. I can't get it out of like my tank. It's stuck. It's like actually stuck and I can't get rid of it. I wonder if I can get rid of it right here. If I can get my... Come on. Get out. Get out of me. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. I'm not one with the turret anymore. Jeez. Alright, so I have a genuine question for y'all. What kind of music do y'all listen to? And do y'all listen to a different type of music when you're playing War Thunder or just playing games? Or, like, what's up with that? What music do y'all listen to? Because usually, I'd say like 90% of the time, I actually just straight up listen to City Girl, which is the music that I use in my videos. Shout out to City Girl yet again. Uh, Thank you for letting me use your music in my videos. It goes hard. I like using the music. But yeah, 90% of the time I be listening to City Girl. Actually, fun fact, I was City Girl's top 0.005% of listeners last year. Along with being in the top 1% of time listened on the US, like US listeners. So I have a little bit of a problem, I guess you could say. But yeah, I'd say the other part of the music that I listen to is funk, and it depends on like what I'm doing. Like if I'm playing a shooter, if I'm playing something that's not War Thunder, usually I'll listen to funk. But there's a subgenre that is melodic funk. Melodic funk? Whatever. I'm not even going to try and pronounce it. I'm terrible at pronouncing things. That's a rock. Ah! Uh, but yeah, my favorite band when it comes to melodic funk is Last Century. But yesterday I actually found a new artist that I quite like a lot. Their name is Low X. LOWX altogether, and they've got some pretty good melodic funk. I'm not even gonna lie. I actually be vibing with it a good bit. That was, I don't know what I expected, to be honest. Okay, I really just like, I'm just sitting here trying to talk about music, man. Let me talk about my music. That is one downside to this gun and ammo is dealing with lightly armored targets like that ASU. The shell will not detonate within the armor most of the time when it comes to like really lightly armored vehicles, and the only way that this ammo really works is when you detonate the shell within their armor, and that's the way all filler works. But that's really the way that this shell packs a punch. But the moment that you shoot something lightly armored, it'll just go straight through, and it tends to not spall. So it's a little bit of an annoyance, but besides that. But when you're dealing with lightly armored targets that would usually do that, you could just 50 cal them, because obviously this thing has 50 cal on the roof, and boy, is it worth using. I would ask that you... Okay. You're gonna say, was I, like, missing with the 50? I'm concerned about this Concept 3. Because he just came pulling up on us off the rip. My team seems to be playing passive around B. Obviously, when you're dealing with the KV series of tanks, they're just absolute butter with this gun. Dude, what's with all the ASUs? Holy crap, that's a lot of ASUs. That's a big gun. That's a big gun. Okay. I was afraid that he was going to actually hit me. Yeah, he knows. Yeah, I had to put him down like old Yeller, man. Wonder if... Oh, that Avenger is still chilling in the same exact location. If I could get my gun down a little bit more, I could actually take him out. I'll take that shot and dip. What killed him? Concept 3. Oh, no, he's back. There he is. Reverse gear, reverse gear, reverse gear, please. Get it up. Thank you. That guy's been plaguing our team this entire time. I got the Avenger. That's all I cared about. Dang it. That sucks. Was playing really, really good. I'm not even going to lie. Did very well. Get into it. Oh, boy. Hopefully, don't get clapped up by that guy. Try and blend into the rocks a little bit. I'll take it. I don't know what you expect driving pretty much out in the open right there. Why? Dude, no one has captured a point. What is that? I would miss. Luckily, he's not looking at me. There we go. That guy's needed to die for a while now. Where was he? I was... Oh my gosh. He's like up on a rock? I didn't even realize he could get on top of that rock, and be completely honest. So yeah, that's the M36. This thing is an absolute, just wonderful vehicle. This thing is one of the best American vehicles around this battle rating that I believe you can get your hands on. America does have some strong vehicles, especially around this battle rating, but the M36 definitely stands far above the rest, at least in my eyes, as it has one of my favorite guns in the whole game, and it's at a way lower battle rating than I'm used to using it at. So it's just a recipe for a good time, honestly. It is just a fun vehicle to play. You can't play stupid like I was in this gameplay. I'm very, very tired at the time of recording this, and that's why my brain isn't really completely online. So I'm not really thinking much when I'm just pressing keys and just flicking my mouse around and clicking. So, but yeah, obviously don't think that this gameplay is the best that you can get out of this thing. You can get much more than what I can possibly even show you on a good day. So if you've enjoyed this video so far, please like the video, and if you've already made it this far, consider subscribing. And yeah, I think that's about it. So yeah, have a chill day.